Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi, everyone. Hello, 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 you guys. And welcome back to Just Me, Jessie P. I hope this pod is meeting everybody well. We are still hanging in here on my side, just still pushing through the new year. I feel like there's a laundry list of things that I need to get done, i.e., cleaning my house first and foremost. but, but I just feel like sometimes when it comes to being a mom, not even being a mom, but just being an adult, period, it's always like a endless laundry list of things to do on your to-do list. And I'm knee deep in my laundry list of things to do. So it's like I see a little progress, but there's so much more to go. So I just feel like once I get one thing done, it's like I check that off, and then like two other things pop up at the bottom of the list. So it's like the list is never ending. So that's why I really appreciate those little breathers that I have during the holiday time, because it's like as soon as I'm in work. Well, work starts back, and now I'm potting too. And then on top of that, with my child, and being a wife, and just keeping up the home and your motherly duties and your wifely duties, and just all of that. It's just like hit the ground running after I take that little breather after the new year. So it's we are definitely at that phase. So yeah, January is always a long month. It's always hard. It's always a lot. Just prepping for the success to come for the rest of the year. So you got to make sure you prepare. So January is like a preparation year. I'm sorry, January is like a preparation month. And so we use January to prepare and set us up for us to meet the goals that we intend to meet for before December. So, yes, that's what we have been doing. Other than that, I would like to just continue to reiterate how thankful and grateful I am to everyone for continuing to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to my channel. We are doing so good. The amount of views and the amount of subscriptions that I'm getting is all thanks to you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This channel wouldn't be anything without the family and the network that we are building here. So I want to make sure that I continue to say thank you. All I'm doing here is just kind of facilitating this platform. You guys joining and you guys viewing and watching and constantly engaging in the content that I'm putting out is actually creating a family, and actually creating a network for us, and just a safe space for us to actually just come and be ourselves and just have fun and enjoy ourselves. So yes, I really, really, really appreciate it. I really definitely do. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who takes time out of their busy schedule to watch the episodes. Now, this is episode 10. So woo woo. We are, really we're pushing on through. You know what I'm saying? When I made the first episode, I was always like, I don't know how long I'm gonna do this. So I'm not even gonna put any expectations on myself. I don't know if I'm gonna make it past episode 1. But to see how things have developed and evolved as we are here at episode 10, it just encourages me to continue to go and grow. And it's all thanks to you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So today we are back with another Dear Jessie. Woo woo. Yes, these are always fun. Before I even started, I want to preference it by saying thank you to all of the people who write in, who trust me to just deliver your stories and to elaborate and expound on just the way I would approach these situations. And, of course, my way is not the right way or the only way these situations can be approached. But, but but it makes for great, exciting content. So I thoroughly enjoy it. So I want to say, make sure I say thank you to everyone who takes time out of their busy schedules to write in, and then takes time to come back and actually view it, and see what I'm talking about. So yeah, just thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, and so for today's Dear Jessie, boyfriend's head is happily in the cloud. Dear Jessie, my boyfriend of 2 years, Rick, is addicted to social media, mainly the women on there. I'm not on any of his social media, and it seems like he acts like he's single there. If he's not at work, he is at home, but always on his phone. Rick pays more attention to Facebook than he does to me. There are more than 2,000 women on his Facebook, and he follows thousands on his TikTok. He likes and hearts their pictures and even comments. He sees nothing wrong with it because he's home with me and not physically in contact with them. This has been our only problem the whole time we have been together. When I express my feelings about it, he tells me I am overreacting and it's just social media. I told Rick I feel like he's cheating in a way because he is devoting his attention to other females that could be given to me. It's like he needs constant attention, even if it's innocent. It makes me feel like I'm not enough for him, that he's no longer interested in me and he's looking for the next gal to move on to. I feel like I have to compete with these women online. His TikTok is mainly women dancing half naked. I can literally be right next to him in the bed, but he would rather look at them. Other than his addiction, Rick is an amazing man. Please help. Anonymous. So I want to start by making sure I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for writing in. It's greatly appreciated. We really appreciate you for writing into Dear Jessie. So other than that, I can understand your frustration. I'm saying that granted. I'm sure all men, when they scroll down their social media feed, they all look at women dancing. If not, women wouldn't be on it. Wouldn't be so many women on there dancing half naked if they wasn't looking, right? So, so I feel like it's going to be hard. You leave Rick and you find John, and John probably gonna be doing the same exact thing. But I also do see where it can be problematic, right? It can you don't want to feel like you're second, especially to a life that's not real. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's a lot of it, really. It's like you are when people get obsessed with their phones and are just obsessed with social media and their life as it pertains to social media, it's almost like you're living in la la land, right? You're not living in reality. Instead, you're living in a place that you've made up. Most times, that world that you're living in on social media is all fake and it's all false. Even his name on social media is probably different from what his real name is in real life, right? Like, it's always fake and it's always false, and it's always just you trying to be somebody that you really aren't in real life. And I feel like if people would dedicate the amount of time that they spend pretending to be something that they're not on social media, if they would actually put the work in real life, you could really become that, right? If you, instead of going on social media faking like you make $200,000 to $300,000 a month, if you really put the work in and you really go to work and really do the hard grind to make $200,000 to $300,000 a month, first off, you wouldn't have time for social media. Secondly, then you wouldn't even have the desire to live in a fake fantasy false world. I never really understood that, how people do get so obsessed and just get engulfed in who they are on their phone, or the person that they've created on social media and in all of these apps like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and or Snapchat, and like you are feeding so much into that person that you are neglecting the people that are in your real life, right? You are starting to take them for granted. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to allow the fake world to take you away from the things that really matter to you most in life. And that's why, also, just to add a little piece in here, that's why it's this AI and this metaverse is very dangerous. So right now it's just 2D. You know what I'm saying? It's just on your phone. You can just see it. Imagine if you put a headset on your eyes and it becomes a world around you now. And now you really feel like you are in a different world. Imagine if you are on your phone and your phone is 2D and you can scroll on your phone for hours at a time. Imagine if you really was able to step into a different world and put a headset on where your whole mind and who you are is a part of a different world. That's only I feel like personally, and I'm all about technology. I love the way that technology has advanced us and has really, just everything that comes with technology. I love it. I love everything about tech. But this AI thing and even social media as it is right now, we I don't know. I don't want to put more government regulations on things because everybody already feel like the government is too involved in our personal life. But at the same time, though, like I feel like it's to the detriment of our health at this point. The way that we are all just so attached to these devices and how we are really dedicating our all of our energy to these devices and so much so to where we are neglecting the people that are in our real lives. That is just so sad to see. It's even sad, this situation is bad, but even when it comes to parents and kids, you know what I'm saying? I have to check myself about this a lot. Being on my phone, scrolling when Caden is right there and he's wanting my attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm too caught up trying to figure out what's going on Instagram or what's going on IG or what's going on Facebook. That's why I do kind of like this right here, potting more so than doing that because with the potting, I can just record, do a quick episode for 30 minutes, drop it, put my phone down, and now I'm with my son for the rest of the day. And so now I'm using social media for a purpose, right? Instead of just going on there all day scrolling mindlessly and just watching videos and just scrolling through them videos 24/7, and it's taking me away from the real world. I never even got a chance to even digest that or even think about it in that way until I had my son. Now, let's circle back to your situation with your boyfriend. But I'm just saying I can understand, I can see where you are coming from, right? And I think that it is definitely a conversation that needs to be had in a very serious manner, where you let him know that what you're doing on Instagram and what you're doing on social media, this is not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, he could be a great guy. You said he shows up, he's dependable. He in every other area you love him. I'm sure he's providing for you, protecting you. He's stable and all that type of stuff and you don't have to worry about him cheating and all of that. But it's just there as a body. If he's not showing you attention, if he isn't available for you to talk to and laugh with and try to build I don't understand how you could build or maintain a relationship with someone who you're not giving your attention to, right? Where you put your focus and your attention, just expect that to blossom. That's what will blossom, what you put your focus and your attention on. So if you're putting your focus and your attention on the women that you're following on social media, you're going to see more women that are half naked on your timeline because that's where your attention is going. If you would change your focus and put it on what's in your life, what's real to you, what is there, what God has blessed you with, your tangible real blessings. If you put your energy there, then it will blossom and it will grow and it will turn into something that's beautiful and that you both can enjoy. I think that you should definitely continue to have the conversation with him. Do I think that it is because he's giving his attention to social media? Do I think that that's a deal breaker for me? It wouldn't be a deal breaker, no. But what would be a deal breaker for me is if you are engulfed in your phone and this is all you know and you aren't displaying who you really are on social media, right? So it looks like he doesn't allow you to follow him. You said that on social media that he appears to be single, and then on there he follows tons and tons and tons of women, and he's hearting their videos, and he's commenting, and he's basically engaging with these other women. So he's not just scrolling through the videos, he's actually engaging as well. That would be a problem for me. Now that's where the problem comes in because it's like you're living two lives at that point. And so it's like if you are living two lives, then we need to have a deeper conversation on if you are really happy here with me. And if you're not happy here with me, then we need to figure out how we can bring happiness back into this relationship or if we need to go our separate ways. Because if you're not happy here, that's the reason why you're going out and you're doing these things and you're being a completely different person when you are online. It's only be it that would be the only thing that I could come up with would be because you're not happy in your real day-to-day real life, because if you were, you would care enough to give it more attention and to basically water it like a plant. You would give it more water and you would give it more attention and you would try to give it more of your focus and prioritize it more if this is what is important to you. But it looks like what is important to you is social media. And if social media is more important to you than I am, then we have a problem. That's a bigger problem, right? And then maybe he isn't the guy that you think that he is. And maybe even though you are might be downplaying this situation, like, oh, this is just social media and this is just the only thing that he does, but in every other way he's great. You really have to think deeper behind it and really understand like what is it about social media that is pulling you from the house, pulling you from reality, that and making you go over there. And once you do engage into this virtual world that you are entering into, once you get there, you present a false version of yourself. So are you not happy with who you are you not happy with what we've built, or what do we have to do to make sure that your life is aligned across the board, right? You don't want to be a different person on social media than you are in real life, and if somebody is doing that, then that's a red flag, and you should definitely have a deeper conversation with him about it. And I think that you should also I think you should very directly tell him, I feel neglected. I am feeling neglected in this relationship. I feel like you don't pay me any attention. I feel like all of your attention is on social media. And if it's just social media to you, then it should not be a lot for you to give up. If I'm asking you to give it up, or if I'm asking you to at least dial it back some, if it's just social media, that's what you tell me, then it's just social media. Then it shouldn't be you should not have a problem with dialing back some and giving me more attention, because that's just social media. And we have a 2-year relationship. Is this just a relationship to you too? Or am I more important? Because if I'm more important, I feel like then I am where your focus needs to be. I'm where your attention needs to be. You need to put your phone down and you need to pay attention to me. And you should also let him know, because even though you did not clearly state this in your letter, I could feel it coming off of you, that you do feel like he's disrespecting you when he likes those pictures or he is engaging with other women on social media, when he's presenting himself to be single on social media. You feel disrespected. You feel like he's not being honest. You feel like he's not being trustworthy. You are starting to question his character because of the things that he's doing on social media. He doesn't allow you to follow him, you know, things like that. You are starting to take that as disrespect and it's not sitting well with you. I think that you need to make sure that you explain that to him very clearly and concisely and directly, and let him know exactly how you feel, and then allow him time to adjust, because of course his, just like you said, his initial reaction is always, oh, it's just social media, that's nothing. Well, you need to he is going to, while he is trying to downplay it, I think that you need to make sure that you're standing on how important it is to you. Because even though he might feel differently about social media and he might feel like, oh, it's just social media, I don't care, I go on there, I ain't even telling the truth to them people, I don't even care nothing about those people. That's why I'm acting like this on social media, because it's all fake, it's all not real. Well, you should let him know that, well, your actions is saying something else, because you are putting more time and more energy and more of your focus there than you are on me and building what we have. So if it's just social media to you, then I suggest that you dial back on it, or you figure out a way to where you can still be whoever you want to be on social media without losing me, because this is something that is not sitting right with me, and it's making me think that we have deeper issues in our relationship. So yeah, I think it's just a simple conversation, and I feel like, depending on how he takes that conversation, then there you go. You know what I'm saying? If you allow him to, and this is what I say to every woman: a man will only do what you allow him to do. So if you feel like you don't like the way he's showing up on social media, and you say something to him about it, and he doesn't fix it or make efforts to change, then he's showing you who he is. He's showing you what's important to him. Now it's on you to determine if that's what you want in your life, if that's what you want to accept, if that's what you want to just say, okay, it's nothing. I'm going to stay with him for everything that he does right, and I'm not going to leave him for this one thing that he's doing wrong. If that's the decision that you want to make, then you make sure that you are conscious and you are aware of the consequences that come from your decision that you're going to make. The ball is in your court. Don't think that this is beyond your control, because it isn't. The ball is definitely still in your court. If you feel like that you don't want a man who's on social media 24/7 and not giving you any attention, then you don't want a man like that. This isn't your guy. But if you feel like you could deal with it and that this is your guy and you're going to stick beside him, hey, do that too. All righty, all right, all right. And so that concludes episode 10. Yes, that concludes episode 10 of Just Me, Jessie P. As always, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's viewing this. Thank you to this family that we're building together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. If you guys want to write into the channel, you could always write in at my email, jpelt0902@gmail.com, or my IG is underscore loving me 04. Again, that's underscore loving me 04. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Yes, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, have a great day. Ta-da!